Come on. What? 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 You want to play? Come on. Give me more of that bacon stuff. Doesn't eat very much. When she right now. Hey there. Hello. It is Tuesday, January 18. It's 11:11. Translation. My name is Jenna. This is 11:11 with Jenna. I'm here 7 days, 7 nights, 14 times a week, right here on 11:11. It's always 11:11 somewhere. So I'm glad you're here right now. If you're watching it here on Facebook, thank you. Hello. If you're watching it later on Facebook, I meant on Facebook Live or whatever. You know what I'm saying. If you're watching it later, thank you. If you like the show, like it, love it, share it. And if you're watching it from YouTube, thank you, William, and thank you. Subscribe. What do you think, Lil? I don't know. She's barking. What? What? Subscribe. What do you think, Lil? She gets a little wired at night. Hi. Want another one? Come here. Sit. Good girl. Down. Good girl. Mom, a new treat. They last about, a couple days. I'm trying to go public. Whoa, wait a minute. Now just wait a gosh darn minute. Edit privacy. Public. Andrew Rader is here. Hello. Hey, Mama Grace. Hey, Patty Loman. That was fun today. Inspired me. I baked a pie. I had a blueberry cherry pie with a gluten-free crust. It was really good. And, or I thought it was really good. And then, yeah. Hey, Linda. Linda Siriano, my sister. What's up? I gave her one larger treat and now she's enjoying the smaller treats in life because that's what it's about, right? It is Tuesday. Tomorrow morning, I was going to have someone on, but they couldn't make it. So we'll flow tomorrow morning. And then tomorrow night, community night, and Thursday morning, Michael Keel. And Thursday night might have a little music, maybe not a Corona Roki night, but a little something. And then Friday morning, Armando, and Friday night, Displaced and Share. And Saturday morning, one more Saturday morning with Jeff Metzger, and Saturday night, one more Saturday night with Gary Lambert. And Sunday, AJ Martinez will be here, and Sunday night, Poetry Glam. Monday morning, we meditate, we meander, we do a little movement, some yoga, some breathing. Monday night, story time. Wasn't that a good story last night? I loved it. And a little meditation action towards the end. Tuesday morning, Patty Loman. We're going to have some of the Tasters cornbread next week. She'll do her cornbread. I'll do my cornbread. And, mine's gluten-free. Hers is full flour. She uses half and half. I use rice syrup. We make do with what we do. But right now, ladies and gentlemen, we've all been waiting. Yeah, it was really fun. Super fun. Thank you, William. I'll read another storybook next week. Andrew Rader, acupuncturist, hypnotherapist, to the stars and beyond. Hello there. Wow, a double. Nice. Triple. A triple SoCal. What's going on? A triple NorCal.
Did I land it?
You did. 10. I'm giving you a 10. I'm trying to find something. Oh, I don't know if you've seen this, but this was my father's eraser.
Ah, I like it. Did you get that for a birthday present or?
It was
No,
my dad's.
his. It was his.
Yeah.
Did he get it for a birthday present?
I think he just bought it. He was a big, he used to do a lot of architecture stuff for people, and he had a lot of erasers. I have a couple of his that, have like his fingers worn
Yeah.
into them. This one he used a little bit. Hello, Suzanne.
Oh, was he a mechanical pencil guy or a pencil guy?
Pencils, pens, markers. He used to build, um, you know, build buildings and stuff. Oh yeah.
I love pens and
Sharpies,
pencils,
glue.
paper. I love stationery stores.
I do too, Andy. For sure. I love paper. Stationery stores are so cool.
Yeah.
Papyrus, right?
And Japan
Oh,
has
I bet.
the best.
Oh, I bet. Oh, I just bet. Yeah. There's a Japanese store down on 4th Street now that I've bought some paper and stuff for my collages, and I bought some scissors there. Oh, I just love it.
You're talking about Berkeley.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Speaking of Berkeley, Betty's is closing.
I saw that.
Wild, right?
Because they couldn't get staff? Really?
28 years, I think maybe they're tired. Just like Lalim, people are like, hey, I did this for 35 years.
Yeah.
Somebody else have a chance. How's Emma?
Oh, she's in the back.
She's in the hall.
She's in the back. Yeah.
What's been going on? I like this color on you. It's like a royal blue purple thing going on.
It's blue.
It's a blue.
Our house, I know it's not really cold where we are, but we keep our house around 67.
You do? Why?
So, because propane is not cheap, we heat with.
No, I'm saying that's kind of hot.
Oh, 67's hot?
Our house is at 67, 68. There was a store in Festing that had all sorts of paper from Egypt. Oh, cool. It's actually not that cold here, but it's really windy right now.
Mm.
Really windy.
Really windy. Well, these days, when you use the word really in a weather report, it can mean anything because things are wild weather-wise.
Crazy. I think, what was it, Rob Morocco, you said yesterday it was 40 degrees Fahrenheit and raining. And then by the evening, it was 20 below zero. Am I correct in saying that?
Wow.
And in South Carolina, it's 20 inches of snow.
So if it was raining and then it went below, you got to have an ice rink. Everything's an ice rink.
Everything. Hi, Mama Grace.
How do
There's an ice rink in my house.
function?
Hi, Bonnie.
You need to have crampons to just walk outside.
I have some.
Wow.
I have some. Tammy, hello, Tammy. Yeah, I have some. My friend Stacy bought us some so that we haven't used them yet because you really have to have ice to make them work or you'll ruin the, What, Lillian? Miss Patsy said the two of you. Oh, she loves you so much.
Or you can aerate your lawn with them.
Yeah. These are more rich. Kuchai. Hello, Cashew. Lillian said, Cashew? Where's Cashew, Mom? Come here.
So somebody mentioned Tonga. So.
Oh, the Tonga room.
Well, you know what's going on, right?
Which part?
You Midwesterners. So it was yesterday or Sunday? when do we get the tsunami warning?
Oh, the tsunami, the volcano.
Saturday?
Friday or Saturday, yes.
No, it's in the
Saturday, I
morning.
think.
It's in the morning.
Yeah, it was Saturday.
Yeah, it was Saturday morning.
Saturday morning, we get a tsunami warning.
Right.
No explanation. And we're figuring, oh, there must have been an earthquake somewhere. And then, we find out
Volcano.
volcano, some kick-ass volcano.
Yeah.
And Tonga is in really bad shape now.
Yeah.
So,
Why did you say you Midwesterners? Because I was making.
Oh, because
about the
maybe-
Tonga room?
no, maybe because the news about what's going on in the Pacific isn't that big a deal. I don't know.
Oh, excuse me, Mr. California.
Well, I mean, it wasn't as
Doesn't
it
reach
wasn't-
all the way over to the middle of this country.
urgent for y'all over there.
Mm-hmm. I don't know if
Did you
too many
see-
y'alls around here, but I'm
Did
sure
you
they.
see video of Santa Cruz Harbor?
Did you see how cute Lillian is in this little outfit from April Bruce?
She's gorgeous, darling.
So you saw the one outfit. She dresses in layers. We're layered people. So I'm gonna take it off. I'm gonna give you the next layer now. I'm listening. Go
Okay.
ahead. Please educate me because I don't know anything what's going on in the world.
Jenna knows. Well, you want to talk about sleep? You
Check
sent
this
that-
outfit out.
You
Hello,
posted that,
Look at
pasted
this.
that really nice article.
Isn't that a great article?
Great article.
I believe.
So let's fill in our guests who haven't read it. You want to give a little synopsis or
Go ahead.
should I? Okay. Well,
Somewhere in the Pacific Ocean. Linda Siriano would like to know where Tonga is.
Tonga is near Fiji, near Australia. It's in the South Pacific.
South Pacific.
Yeah. Samoa. And it just sent shockwaves all over. But sleep.
Near Bali. Oh, okay.
So there was Jenna posted this BBC article about a researcher who, his thing was 17th century, 16th century murder mysteries, maybe. And
Crazy, right?
he's looking through court documents from 1699, and there was a murder, and one of the witnesses said, "We had just woken up from our first sleep." And what struck him was the phrase "first sleep," and it was incidental. No, it was, our first sleep. Well, he's starting to think, first sleep, that's an interesting way to put it. Wouldn't that mean there's a second sleep? So he digs in and he's doing research, and thank God for the internet, because you can put in phrases and find first sleep everywhere, in diaries, in more court documents, in poetry, in plays, in basically anything written. And he's only looking at medieval England at this time. And then, he sees it everywhere. And so he documented that, it was common. And then, of course, he expanded beyond England and went to other parts of the world. Common for humans to have biphasic sleep, to sleep in two shifts. And I think what he described was people would go to sleep anywhere from 9 to 11-ish, something like that. Sleep for 2 to 3 hours. He said a couple of hours. A couple is not a very precise word, usually means 2. And then people will get up around midnight, 1 in the morning, stay up for an hour and a half to 2 hours, do all sorts of things.
Yeah, make beer, hang out. I liked where they said that people would sleep together.
So sleeping together means a bunch of people would just pile on the same
Like Willy Wonka in the chocolate factory.
lice infested straw-filled mattress.
Straw and feathers. If you were rich, feathers.
And then sleep again for another 2, 3, 4-ish hours till sunrise. And this was a normal thing. And he later goes on to talk about some experiments recently, sleep experiments, that substantiated that we naturally do drift into biphasic sleep given the right circumstances. There was one experiment where there were about 15 subjects and they just monitored their sleep for a while, let them sleep naturally. And, people sleep roughly 8-ish hours. And then they put them into a completely dark environment where they had no idea what time it was because they couldn't see light. And eventually what happened was these subjects went into naturally 2-phase sleep cycle. And so he contacted this researcher and they were thrilled with each other's research because on one side it was historical. Yeah, humans used to do that. And on the other side it was, yeah, look, we just documented that biologically we shift into that given the right circumstances. There was another study, do you remember?
Multiphysic sleep. I paid attention to it, but not like I needed to.
Okay.
I kind of got the gist and then I read it and then I went,
and then of course, Industrial Revolution happens.
Yeah, and all this light around us now.
Artificial light. Thomas Edison really fucked us all. Thank you, Tom.
Big time.
Big time.
Big time.
And so we naturally stay up. If it's light, we create the light. Our brains think it's daytime. And by the way, we have translucent skulls and we have photoreceptors in our brains. And I studied this in school.
Tell us, Andy, tell us.
Yes. So we're able to, even if our eyes are closed, and we all experience this, we can still sense light. And if it's light out, that means it's daytime. It means it's time to be up. That's how we evolved. And so having lights on means it's time to be up. And having a dark room means, yeah, it's time to be asleep. So light is one of the most important signals for our sleep hormones to shift.
All these little blue lights that you have around your house, like if I'm in a hotel, if there's like a little blue light, a little red light, I have little pieces of tape on them. Pieces of tape.
Yeah, and you know what's so wild? I mean, at least in our house, because I'm too lazy to turn everything off, but you have the lights off, but so much light is on from all these little electronic devices that have tiny lights, but they put out a huge amount of light.
So much. Red
lights, green lights, blue lights. There's so much light pollution even in my own house, in the house, let alone what's going on outside. And that has to have some effect.
I totally believe it does.
And if you really want to
not good stuff,
we can talk about all the EMFs going on, the Wi-Fi,
5G. Airlines are freaked out about the 5G tomorrow.
Airlines.
Oh, yeah. I
What's
mean,
going on?
because the 5G, if there are 5G towers near any airports
Yeah.
that can actually scramble what's happening mechanically on the planes,
Mechanically or just navigation?
navigation and electronically on the planes.
Wow. Well, you would have thought that the FAA might have chimed in when all this was.
Yeah, they just started talking about it yesterday.
Kind
How
of late,
Alien does
late
that.
to the party on that one.
Yeah, so tomorrow when they're unveiling some of the larger 5Gs around airports, they're going, uh-oh, might be a little bit of a cluster tomorrow at the airport.
Wow.
As if there already hasn't been. Couldn't
Uh,
get me on a plane right now. No, thank you.
Well, just before we went live, we were talking about my daughter and son-in-law and the baby. They're in Hawaii, and because I'm this way, I have a flight tracker, and
Oh, gosh.
I see that they're on a 737 Max, Southwest.
That's
I
crazy.
knew that. I knew that the 737 Max is back online, and but it hits you differently when your loved ones are flying on a
Do
737.
you track your kids on their flights?
Well, I know I have this flight tracker on my phone, and maybe we talked about this before.
My father used to have that for me.
Well, that's a separate thing. So on my phone, if I look up above and I see
Oh,
a
right.
plane,
Yeah, that's the same one. Hi,
Yeah.
Pete Henderson.
but there's also another way to do it.
LMC
where
in the house.
You just, if you know someone's on a certain flight that you care about, then you just punch that in and you could see where it is.
Yeah, I have that on my plane, on my phone.
Yeah. And then it tells you what the aircraft is and blah, blah, blah. And so they're there safely.
Good. Yeah, I mean, 5G, it's killing bees, It's going to kill the bees.
Let's talk about Don't Look Up again.
Okay.
Because what is happening in my consciousness right now is just what they were addressing in Don't Look Up. So you're mentioning.
Spoiler alert, if anyone hasn't seen Don't Look Up yet, we're talking about the movie Don't Look Up.
Yeah, but I'm not going to spoil anything because you already know what the movie's about if you know anything about the movie.
I don't know if it got as far as Ohio, Michigan kind of thing, though.
Well, on a very general level, it's about how do humans respond to extraordinarily difficult news. And so here you are bringing up 5G and it's killing the bees, and like emotionally, what do we do with that? Like, what can I do in this moment? I can't do anything. I'm completely helpless. I can write a letter to my senator, maybe. But the feeling is when you're faced with something so incredibly hard and difficult to swallow, what do? How do you take it in? How do you hold it? And we do many different things. We deny it. We make light of it. We defer it. We put it in a box and put it on the shelf. We distract ourselves, or we can grieve. We can feel those feelings of incredible loss.
I think there's a collectiveness in what we're dealing with in the world right now for many people.
Yeah. And, to be able to get up in the morning and make your bed and put your pants on, you you have to put some of these things aside to function. And so we do have these mechanisms that enable us to function. Otherwise, you just completely fall apart.
Yeah.
And in the end, you have to.
Then you can't sleep because you're worried about everything.
Yeah. Well, that's not productive either, right?
Right.
You have to find a way.
Can you hypnotize someone to stop worrying? Does it have to be a certain subject that they're worried about?
I would phrase it differently.
Okay. Could you
Because-
hypnotize someone to?
The way I would put it is, you cannot control what comes up. You cannot control what thoughts arrive or what feelings arrive. You can only control how you respond. So the hypnosis would be a way to learn how to respond when certain thoughts or feelings arrive. And sometimes it's pretty predictable what those thoughts and feelings are, because they're habitual, a lot of them. We habitually worry about the same things or habitually feel a certain way when we're triggered. And they're almost often predictable. So you could find a way to practice and keep practicing how to respond when certain situations arise that you know are going to arise, like being wide awake at 2 a.m. or 3 a.m. Like, shit, here I am awake. Or here I am wondering about 5G and how that's going to play out. Or, I could go down the list to make everyone really feel great about going to sleep. Like, what's Putin's next move? There's just so much. There's just so much that it's completely overwhelming. If you try to hold it all, you can't.
Right. So you would hypnotize someone that comes to you with anxiety or, worry is, that's, panic, anxiety.
Yeah. So in a very sterile way, I would put it, you notice what it is in the most distant way. Like, oh, that's a thought. Like 5G and the bees. That is a thought about the future. And it's a valid thought for sure. But you might ask, is there anything that I can actually do about that thought right now?
Do you know what I would do?
What?
I would dance in the kitchen. Did you guys dance today and yesterday? Dance. You dance like Jordan. Right now. Sometimes you just have to dance.
That's right. That's right. So you could dance, or you could say, is there anything I could do about this right now? Now, maybe it's writing down, oh yeah, I'm going to write a letter to my congressperson tomorrow. Well, then you write it down, and now it's off. You've offloaded it, right? The action that you could take or might take, if there is any, you write it down, so now you don't have to keep thinking about it because it's handled. The next step that you could do, if there is any step that you could do, you've taken that step towards doing it. So now what? You recognize that's a thought about the future. You could feel in your body any sensation that it's creating. Like, is there tension in my chest or in my solar plexus, or am I clenching my jaw? Right? Notice, it's always good to notice the body, because there's always going to be a reaction in the body. And you don't need to change it or do anything about it. Just notice it. Now, there's going to be a part of the mind that says, I don't like this. I don't like this feeling or this sensation. And you notice that too. So you just ideally go into observer mode. It's not easy, because there are going to be thoughts and feelings that are going to try to take over. And by saying take over, I mean you lose your awareness that they are thoughts and feelings. You just get sucked into it. You get taken away by them, like watching a really good movie or reading a good book. You forget. But as soon as you remember, as soon as you notice,
That's what it is.
you go back to the actual sensation, the actual experience in the moment. And remember, it can only be 7 things. It can only be one of your 5 senses: sensation, sound, light, smell, taste. Or it could be thought, or it could be feeling, emotional feeling. That's 7. 5 senses, thought, feeling. That's all that as a human you can experience. There's actually one more, but that's a little tricky, and that's awareness of awareness itself.
Oh, I like that, Carl. One of my favorite lyrics is, I don't worry about nothing because worrying's a waste of my time.
Yeah. Yeah.
Ooh, there goes the train. My house is earthquaking right now.
So, yeah, in this moment, you are hearing sound.
Mhm.
And then there's a thought, oh, that sound is the train. And then you're experiencing maybe the vibration.
Oh, yeah.
Feeling. You could notice a thought about it.
I love the train.
You can notice, yeah, a feeling about it. I love the train. And then you might even notice a part of you says, since I love the train, I want to hold that, keep that experience with me as long as possible.
Yes.
That's that clinging mind, you know. If it's something we like, we want to hold on to it. And if something we don't like, we want to push it away. And that's where the suffering comes from. Quote the Buddha.
Please.
Yeah.
Well, I think I posted that article. I think it's a great article to read. And like I said, I think I actually was taking my second sleep when I was reading the second part of it, which is why I got it. I thought it was interesting how he started, like he was searching about that murder.
Yeah.
Because it was a murder. The tracks on fire? No, Carl, where? What? No, I don't know. That doesn't sound good. But it's a good article. But yeah, it was interesting the way that they said that they would organize them in the bed a certain way with the father and the, you know, yeah. But I did. The first visual I had was Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory. Because both sets of grandparents were sleeping in the bed together.
Oh, right.
That was cool. That's what they did. And they were probably and they never left the bed. But what did you have for lunch today?
Oh, well, I was at Trader Joe's and I didn't have anything for breakfast, and it was now about 1:30, 2 p.m.
So what didn't you get today?
I didn't get a tuna wrap, those. So I'll do that once in a blue moon. And I got some potato chips, really good potato chips. And that's what I had. And then went to Good Earth. Got these killer honey, what are they called? Honeybee apples?
Honey Crisp?
They weren't Honey Crisp.
Honeybee. There are a couple of new ones.
Yeah, this was a new one.
Maybe Honeybee.
Yeah.
I've read that too. I have some new apples downstairs.
They were really good. Well, I had one. I
have a question from the people.
Okay.
And I kind of do this too sometimes. Like if I wake up and I'm there and I meditate and then I'm still awake, I go, well, I'm just going to get up and do something. So if you have negative thoughts, would it be beneficial to do mundane things such as physical walking, listening to a podcast, for instance, good at breaking the cycle, or is that avoidance in your opinion?
It is a type of resistance, avoidance, but as long as you
it's drinking water though.
As long as you recognize what it is, that's different. You could say, yeah, I'm having these really unpleasant thoughts right now, and I am choosing to go read a book or listen to a podcast. Then it's conscious. And it's very different.
I think that's what kids do when they're in bed and they go, I need a glass of water. They're breaking that pattern because they might be ruminating about, they don't even know what that is, but they're ruminating about something that happened. It's going to happen tomorrow in school. Mom, God, you were supposed to go to bed an hour ago. Can I have a glass of water, please?
Yeah.
Is that avoidance though?
Well, are you talking about with children?
Recognizing is the seventh thing he mentioned. So recognizing that. No, I'm being like people in general.
Yeah. So getting back to the biphasic thing, if you don't have to get up at a certain time in the morning,
right,
then there's a strong argument for letting yourself get up and do something for a little while. Ideally, you wouldn't turn on the lights. And you got to remember, these people before the late 1800s, it wasn't much light to turn on. I mean, you could light a candle.
I always like it on Gilligan's Island when they light a candle and the whole room lights up.
Yeah, right.
It's true. It's true. You know what I'm talking about. Did the Raiders watch Gilligan's Island?
I did.
Did your sisters?
They weren't big TV watchers.
Yeah, I wouldn't think so.
I was the big TV watcher. So it was pathetic. It was. And this is when you'd have to get up and then turn the dial.
One of the three. What if you, speaking of, what if?
We had, I think we had cable. So that means you could see three Brady family, the Brady Bunch.
Brady Bunch wasn't on cable. That was
No, I'm talking mid-70s.
You guys were fancy.
You could watch reruns. You could watch 3 in a row on 3 different stations. So that's when I knew I hit rock bottom.
That was your first rock bottom when you were.
It coincided with me going off to college. So I didn't have TV in college. Like very few people had TVs in their dorm rooms. And so I had to cold turkey. And I didn't own a TV for at least 10 years.
Oh yeah, and you guys I've never had a TV in California.
No.
Yeah.
And
I don't have a TV now.
well,
Grace
even
has a
way
TV.
beyond 10 years. We didn't have a TV.
Yeah, you didn't have a TV in your place. I didn't have a TV in Berkeley.
No. But
I didn't even have electricity in
this
North
was the
Carolina.
slippery slope. This was the slippery slope. At a certain point, you could start seeing things. Well, video came around.
Video killed the radio star.
Video came around. So, but then you are selecting what you want, right? You're making a conscious choice. I want to watch this particular video, and you put it in your VCR, and you could watch a video, and that was controlled. And then slowly streaming came into being, and then
We're all addicted.
and then it just went to hell, because it all became seamless. The difference between TV and movies and sports events, and it's all something on the screen that really came through your computer, and there's no such thing as TV anymore. And that's what slowly happened. That's my story.
What are you guys watching right now?
Well, what did we watch? I think I might have mentioned it before. I loved the Swedish miniseries called
Right.
Anxious People.
We couldn't get into it.
Oh, did you even go past the first episode?
No,
Oh, you have to.
I couldn't get into it.
Oh my God. All right, fine.
Sorry.
What else?
Anxious People, everyone, go watch it. It's fantastic.
But Jenna couldn't get to the
I
first.
couldn't get past the first episode.
It restores your faith in humanity. All right.
Oh, that's beautiful.
Isn't that worth it? Isn't it worth it?
There's another one we watched last night, but we don't remember what it was called. Another a series, but there's only one show.
And then Martin Scorsese has this thing with, Pope Francis and younger people interviewing older people. It's really beautiful.
Do you ever fall asleep when you're watching TV?
Shauna does.
I know.
Constantly.
I know. Sean and I both do, but do you?
I don't.
Sean and I are like, wait a minute, Andy, rewind it. And you're like, what? No, I never saw this part. I never saw that part either. Rewind it, Andy. You guys, that was like an hour ago.
If I'm falling asleep, I will turn it off and say that's enough.
Oh, see, I keep watching it.
Yeah, well, I can't stand to miss anything, so I won't. And then finally, after prodding and other people pushing, we watched the first 2 episodes of Succession tonight.
And did you like it?
I'm liking it. I could,
It's intense.
huh?
It's really intense.
Yeah, I mean, the first 2 episodes, it pulls you in for sure. I don't know if at this point I'm still leaving it up to see where it goes, but I could see getting sucked into that one for myself. What else?
We did the morning show.
I know that.
Oh, you'll be hearing that a lot.
Was that for Succession?
Yeah.
Okay. Occasionally I watch these. They're kind of stupid, but they're interesting because of where they're shot. These Israeli dramas that involve politics and
Why is that stupid?
Well, because they're kind of like a cops and robbers
Hmm.
adventure,
Hmm.
and
I know someone else that's into that.
yeah, one's called Fauda, which means all fucked up, basically, or catastrophe. And they're interesting in that culturally, they're shot in the West Bank or even Gaza. I can't believe that they
Crazy.
can shoot in Gaza, but
Are they really though?
I
They might be in Canada.
no, they're not.
They might be in Michigan. There's a lot right near here. There's a lot of filming that happens. Seriously, George Clooney's here all the time. George is here. Jane Fonda. A lot of people hang out right around here
You mean on the beach there, or?
on the coast here. But there's a lot of filming that goes on 20
Oh,
minutes.
wow. Okay.
It's a very
Well,
hip
because
area.
it looks like Tel Aviv. What?
No, it's just. Oh, that's a nice movie. That George Clooney just did. A friend of mine has a song in it. What's it called?
Didn't George Clooney just direct or produce?
Yeah.
What are we talking about?
That movie.
I know, but do we know? Do we see it?
It's really good. It's about the kid.
The Kid.
George Clooney.
Yeah.
Man, you don't even have to spell George Clooney correctly and it comes up.
Yeah.
George Clooney new movie that he produced. It's called the something box or Tender Bar. The Tender Bar.
All right, I got it.
Really good.
I'm gonna write it down.
Tender Bar. And my friend Alex Call has a song in it.
Is that 2 words? Tender Bar?
Tender Bar. Like bartender,
Okay. Uh-huh.
You'll get it.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
And then there's one with Frances McDormand. Sean, we just saw the thing for it. The latest movie
Macbeth?
with Frances. Yeah, Macbeth. Thank you. That just came out.
And then the one I mentioned today, you guys, with Joaquin Phillips. So it's not a new movie.
Joaquin
Phoenix. Joaquin Phoenix. It's called Don't Worry, He Won't Get Far on Foot.
Oh, I've seen that.
Yeah, that's great.
Yeah. That was a little while ago. That's like
Yeah, 3 years ago.
3 or 4 years old. Yeah.
Well, I know that you haven't been here the last couple of weeks, and that's cool because life happens.
Well, yeah. Okay.
Are you wanting to take a break? What's going on here?
Well, last week I intended to be here, and I just went into autopilot and completely forgot.
Hold on a second. Really, Alan? Al Norton, you're with George. George. Hi, George. Yeah, you completely forgot.
I completely.
Because you and I talked less than 24 hours before.
We talked like probably that afternoon.
Yeah.
But
I was a little concerned.
Because of that, I now have a permanent alarm every Tuesday night. It rings at 7:55 my time, Pacific time. So I won't miss the 8:11 start.
But know that you don't see. This is the thing, you guys. I said this before. People, you're a touchstone on Tuesday nights. People love. You're like, I don't know if I'm really bringing enough content or whatever. I sit here every day and I talk. I'm just here. You're welcome to be here, not be here, but when you don't show up, I'm concerned about you, and you have like 12, 15 other people that are concerned about you. That's all.
So, yeah. So in the future, you can always try and do a phone call because
I did.
I could hear that ring. So what happened? Again, it's always 2 things or 3 things that come together for the perfect storm. I had my ringer off because I forgot to turn it back on, because when I work, I turn my ringer off. So the ringer's off. I'm in la la land, forgetting what's going on. And I can't hear my phone. And then when I finally do look at the phone and realize, yeah, it's one of those moments. Oh shit.
It was fine, but even my mom was like, "Aren't you going to call Andy?" I'm like, "He's fine." In the meantime, I'm kind of worried, and I'm casually texting in the back, "Andy, are you okay? Is everything all right?" So that was all. That if I'm not in here by 11:14 every day, I have my mom's calling. I get like 9 other people texting me because we care.
That's a great feeling to know that. Yeah.
But at the same time, it's that's the community. Yeah. If someone doesn't want to be here, oh yeah, Suzanne. Well, it's concerning to me because they're also my friends. You know, I talk to you guys, and I was just all of you I concerned about. If someone says they're going to be there and then they don't show up,
I know.
but
Especially
Daily.
when someone's as responsible as I am.
I know,
I don't
Andy.
show up. Oh my God.
Exactly.
You think heart attack or stroke, you know?
Right. We're
So-
getting there. Errol, I would believe that I don't want that to happen, but I think, you know, this is it's a good way, it's a touch tone. It's a good way for people to connect and, you know, oh, there's Suzanne, oh, there's William, oh, there's Carl, George, Al.
If it's Tuesday, it must be Belgium. And
Belgium?
and Andy's on. So that's it. That was
Love Belgium.
that was a check on age here. I just as a check, how many people know that reference? If it's Tuesday, it must be Belgium. See what people say.
I've heard it, but I don't know it. Anybody?
I want to see.
Okay, we
Does
got
anyone know what that is?
If it's Tuesday, it must be Belgium.
Uh-huh. I know someone knows. I'm waiting. Let's see.
Suzanne knows.
What does Suzanne say? Oh, okay.
Suzanne, I know, I do. I don't know what movie.
So it was a movie, I think in the 70s, about these tourists who go on a typical tour of Europe where you're in a new city every day, different city every night. And so the title of the movie was, oh, if it's Tuesday, we must be in Belgium, because that's what the brochure says.
Oh, right. But we must be in Belgium right now. Oh, yeah,
Right.
I hear you. Okay, that's funny.
And, you know, the movie I don't think was memorable, but that saying and is absolutely memorable.
I do that in my days. Like, I'll go, oh, it's Monday. And then I think, no, because I didn't meditate. I mean, that's how I remember, like
Yeah.
what I did that night. Andy was here last night, so today's Wednesday, that kind of thing. So
Well,
thank you guys for being my calendar,
Sure.
my
Well,
my clock and my calendar.
maybe
Thank
we'll
you,
go.
Andy Raven.
Okay. We'll talk about schedule.
Do you have a and like, yeah, if you say I don't want to come back till June,
No, I'm not saying that. No,
we will miss you.
no.
But
I
I
might-
totally understand.
I might do
Bad
it.
movie and nothing I have ever copied when traveling.
Oh, I do want to say this. For those of you who, again, getting back to Don't Look Up, I had this brain thing, and it occurred to me that Dr. Strangelove was the Don't Look Up of the 60s.
Right.
And Slim Pickens is riding the bomb down, very last scene. And that's a farce. Farces are silly, and it's a way to address a very big, difficult topic.
Exactly.
So on that note,
Hey, do you have a letter? Would you like a song? Would you like to be
yeah, let's do
serenaded?
tea.
T. T for Tuesday. Andy, a Raider night. Tuesday exactly. And tomorrow, who knows what'll happen, because Wednesdays usually are walking days. But I think it's gonna be a little cold. But maybe I'll do a short show when we go out for a walk. Oh, give Cashew a kiss from me. I love that puppy like I love Lillian and Emma too. Oh, Emma too. Please give her a hug from us. Oh, and have a good night, Shauna and Andy. Enjoy Succession, 'cause you've got three seasons to go. And all of you stay safe, stay healthy, and be real nice. And everybody sleep oh so well. And I know I'm thinking what I'll do, and I'll have all these thoughts that I'll say happy Tuesday to you, but it's Wednesday now, and I know that, so I will say hello, good night, right here, have thoughtful thoughts. Tempting words and a truly Andy kind of heart. Love heart, everybody.
Real hard.
Thank you. Good night.